perfect.
And I'm back. It's been a while since I've done a video here at the Kimbo and other fake markets in Guangzhou, China. Main reason because I was waiting for this new camera to come out that I'm filming on now. Other than that, also, if I come every month or even more than once a month, the products don't change up a bit. I mean, the fashion stays pretty much the same, but the stuff they have on display, it gets repetitive. And this way, now that it's been a while, I'm a little more excited, a little more enthused about walking through these aisles, seeing what's around. Plus, the weather here has also changed up quite a bit. Weather has changed up quite a bit. So yeah, they should have some winter jackets maybe by now. And we'll just see. We'll see what's available. Okay, anyways guys, let's head into the markets. We're going to Kimbo. We're going to go in the basement first. And let's see what's popping, what's around, what is in style and in fashion. Okay, wow. We got a lot of things on the side still, but we're trying to get up to this main intersection here where it's always busy. I've had so many people working hard, bustling. Now it's that last stretch right before Chinese New Year, so everyone's trying to make their money, right? No more holidays left other than, you know, actual Western New Year and Christmas for foreigners. But as for Chinese holidays, everyone's just getting in that money-making mood so they can go back to their hometowns or celebrate big for the biggest holiday that the Chinese have. This place is always a mess, always crowded and filled. Now, this year, I didn't come also during Canton Fair time because usually they'd shut down. But from all the people that have messaged me and stuff, people that were visiting around that time, they said most of the places were open. It wasn't like a whole complete shutdown, so that's cool to hear. But yeah, now it's busier than ever. I'm here on a Saturday. And as many people requested, I will try to walk a little bit slower. We'll try to make this video a little longer so I walk in more shops and check out the dangers of buying on the secondhand market because of what is around here. Dangers of possibly getting duped or raped. Interesting, I see more women's stuff, but yeah, okay. Right away, the winter jackets are starting to come out. Prada women's jacket. So which way am I going to go first? I'm going to go around the back end and then down the middle and then zigzag my way through. But that first front entrance area, it was all women's. This place has changed up. Oh, actually, no. This is the same girl I came here to see before. I'm going to see this. Now. Oh, the track jacket. I thought that was a dress shirt. That's why I really wanted to have a quick look at it. It looked like a button-up shirt, something nice, something formal. Let's see what that. Oh, wow. Always.
Not today. Not today. Tomorrow, no. After tomorrow. No. How much?
Good selection in there. I already started. I feel I'm going to see those Travis Scotts, the fragment Travis Scott low that are super limited to the Travis Scott website. I feel I'm going to see them a lot here. the Labubu craze has kind of died down a little bit. So, okay, we're gonna backtrack a couple steps and then turn around and go completely where we came from. Let's see. These jeans are kind of crazy.
How much did you pay him?
I pay him 1,500 on the.
Okay, I know. Nothing really to see there. Those pants are kind of crazy, but there's a jean store in the back right corner. If you come down here and go all the way that way, that is a lot nicer in my opinion. A lot more women's stuff. Usually this market didn't have as many women things. Stone Island store always busy.
Allá veníamos.
I'll go around the other way. It's kind of packed here. Some aloe, huge in Australia right now. I guess people are sick and tired of wearing Lululemon, so they want to jump to aloe. Some Momoas, let's see how I have it. Seems about right. The leather on the handle though, it's pleather. Just a quick step in there. And there's a lot of things I am not fully, like Victoria's Secret, I'm not fully versed in. It's like luggage, like I always buy cheap luggage because it gets beat up and destroyed. And yeah, so there's certain things that people have asked me to look into, and I'll stop and have a quick look, but I don't know to narrate on it. Yeah, let's walk down the back here. Here was cool because you got all these chrome heart items. Now, that shop is pretty cool, but we'll have to come back down. Actually, let's head down this way. Some of the stuff, people asked me to see tags. The Chrome Heart stuff didn't really have a lot of tags, and from what I understand, they don't to it from the authentic stuff. Yeah, stuff like Louis and Gucci and stuff like that are gonna have, you know, certain tags. I know kind of what to look for, especially a lot of the tags nowadays have the RFID insert in it. I do love the Pradas, but I like the navy blue. We got a bunch of newer colors. I haven't updated the Prada website for a while, so I don't know what is real or what is not. That was interesting. Woman cutting up an orange for herself. These are some nice shirts. I do find when it starts switching over to winter jackets and stuff, they must be huge sellers. They must make so much money from these winter jackets just because most of the stores switch over to it, except for the ones that are mainly focused on sneakers. So nothing is really jumping out to me at the moment. Nothing is blowing my mind. It does look like the clothing is starting to move over to winter stuff, so less t-shirts, and I really like to look through the t-shirts and the dress shirts. But when it is like December, January, I will come back and I will do one on just jackets again. I always have a good time doing all winter jacket stuff, and it seems to get a good response. People seem to enjoy me releasing a winter jacket video.
Which color?
A lot of Uggs. Uggs always nice for your wife or lady friend or alternative lifestyle friend. Now sometimes when down here, the first floor, basement floor changes up and it isn't that exciting. When I get up to the second floor, I'm astounded and it is everything that I like to see. So we'll see how it turns out today. Right now the shoes are very lacking. There's like next to nothing. And could that be a reflection of the markets? When the sneaker trend dies out or, you know, goes in waves and it changes. Yeah, it seems that one sneaker resale kind of dies down, they switch it up. It will come back though. It's always a trend. And it's good right now. Now is the best time for people buying authentic sneakers from Nike, the actual sneakerheads, the people who do it as a hobby and a passion. The resellers and the people who do it as a trend or fad, they're kind of out of it now. And you can see it, a lot of it is performance shoes. A lot of On Clouds, Asics and stuff. I know fashion-wise, the Asics are in, New Balance is in, but On isn't really that. I mean, I'm speaking from a North American mindset. On could be very popular in, say, maybe Australia or Europe or the UK. Yeah. He's actually sewing up some jeans in there. These jeans are wild, they're loud. Purple Brand, Amiri, LV, all the things you can think of, they're here. It was cool to see that. I lost my train of thought. Oh, there was one pair of pants that I really wanted to look at again in there.关了。 사진. These are kind of nice. Yeah. I don't think Supreme ever made that Air Max 95. It was very interesting. But that's how this market goes. Sometimes there's stuff that I personally love, I personally enjoy. And then other times there's stuff I just don't know. The screen print on a lot of that Supreme stuff is just such bad quality. One friend asked me why I don't buy stuff for my daughter here. And it's because as an adult, I don't mind washing the stuff and wearing it. I don't know what, dyes they used, what chemicals or, stuff that wouldn't be up to standard to be sold to the West because of mercury or lead in the dyes or the paints or whatever. So I try to keep my daughter as healthy as possible by buying name branded stuff. At least until she's a bit older, the immune system is kicked in at full power. But for an adult myself, eat well, exercise. All those toxins will wash out of your body. Antioxidants. We're in China. Drink green tea. Yeah, this is the last stretch, and it's like nothing. I mean, I wouldn't say nothing. There's going to be a lot here for people. Maybe I'm getting old. Maybe this stuff is for the younger generation. But for me, it was cool to see those Travis fragments. But I don't know. Woman going around trying to sell food. Okay, I think we're going to go up to the second floor. Hopefully in the back designer area, they got a lot more things that will excite me. Did I miss? I think I missed this aisle. Okay, well, on the way back, we'll just head down these aisles. Yeah, I didn't come down to this aisle. In the store here, they got a bunch of Bape, but the Bape hoodies, I mean, the Bape hoodie is a simple thing. The pattern design, it's simple to get it right. But for some reason, they get the stitching wrong and the zipper. Like, let's look. The zipper and the tags. The tags, like, it's... If anyone sells you a fake Bape, and you think it's authentic, and you get duped by it, all means, man, you shouldn't be buying clothing on it without someone authenticating it for you. Because the stitching is always horrible. The zipper and just is... I don't know how, but all the zippers, so many here in China, they just don't use the quality zipper. The factories just don't they take shortcuts. I mean, probably for, cost effectiveness, labor costs, all that, but if you made higher quality thing, you could sell it for a higher price, and I'm sure there is higher price, higher quality reps of it, but I just never seen them in the market. let's be real here. A lot of the super high quality stuff costs a lot more to produce, takes more time, effort, and skill. So it's not like this market is filled with it. They might have a few pieces here, or if you talk to the sellers and get a good connection with them, they will be like, oh yeah. No, I have a factory for that, and they'll bring it in for you. But as display pieces, it usually doesn't seem to be on display. Okay, I've got myself turned around. I'm a little lost. I know where I am, but okay, stairs are over here. Okay guys, basement floor, a little bit of a bummer, but I mean, come along for the ride. Enjoy what's going on here. Let's go upstairs. Okay, we're up the stairs, working on the elevator there. We're gonna go on the right side. So if you are on the outside, you walk all the way back through that main busy area I first came into, and all the way to the end, close to where the Arabic restaurants, coffee shops are. See, we keep going this way. Yeah. That's it. I mainly stepped in because I saw that orange Air Force One, patent leather orange. And I'm laughing at it, but like the biggest upset so far of sneakers this year for me is I want the white and patent leather red. I think it was patent leather Air Force Ones that was supposed to be the Terror Squad edition. I like Terror Squad, Bad Joe, you know, but I don't like the white and black. I can't do white and black shoes. It's just Panda's ruined it for me, and it's like tuxedo-ish for me. The only white and black shoes I think are decent be like, you know, 13s, the He Got Games, or Concord 11s. But still then, like I never wear those often when I had them. And I had no issue letting them go when I sold them. And I don't really have a desire to pick them up again. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit backtracking. We're gonna walk down this way and then walk right back. Just because I didn't get to the very back corner. You know, girls jumping up and down. Yeah, I know. Don't need to come this way. Here we go, jumping up and down on the clothes. I always wonder, there's people that come here and they're like, oh, their whole reason for the trip, I know, is just so they can come to this market. Like, they spend 1,000 USD, if not more, on a flight to come here to then load up a couple luggages and go back, and it's like, really? That's, you just paid for this. I mean, I guess you're getting a lot more pieces, and if it was actually authentic, it would cost you tens of thousands to buy the same stuff. But there's so many other reasons to come to China. And then if you come at a time like this, for me, I'm not seeing anything I think is great. Whole shop. But I'm not seeing anything that's great or blows me away. But I mean, I guess it is the first time I ever came here. I was overwhelmed, blown away. I loved everything.
Yes? I think you want the clean that one.
No, cream.
Maybe top the hair. This one can do. I give you Hello.
That's cool. Ultra boost. Now mainly. Oh, here we go. How did I miss that? I want to see the jellyfish. Yeah.
上口现货 ，Hello。上口现货。
It's a good model. I have to tell some people first because the jellyfish. It's new model, and then people looking, but resale so expensive. I need to tell my friend. I need to tell my friend you have.
Yes.
I live Guangzhou, so I come anytime. 1A 零色. He had no idea what I was saying. I just wanted to get out there. But yeah, mainly I just want to show you guys. The jellyfish, man. Crazy shoe. I figure that they can dupe the jellyfish very well just because just like the Balenciaga Triple S, I mean, I assume they're made in China, but they make all those Balenciaga Triple S reps here and they make the actual shoes here and it has similar like construction and build to it. So I figure that's why they're able to, like, it looked really good in my hand. I mean, maybe a side by side you'd be able to tell, but from a distance, I don't think so. The only thing I saw that was like not, had little imperfections were the stripings, the fins on the side. That's why I don't know why they call it a jellyfish. They should call it the sharks or something. Because it kind of has like gills on the side, kind of like a shark would. So I think there's a lot of nice shoes here, especially a lot of nice sweaters and coats, but by the end of December here, it's going to be just winter coat the whole time until March, and then it's going to be shorts and t-shirts again. We get about this month, November, of nice, cool weather. Today I'm in t-shirt and shorts, but I've been in sweaters most of the week. Yeah, so it's not like back home in Canada where we get sweater weather for 3-4 months, pants, and so before you hop into the winter clothing. Okay, so that does it for the one half of this side. Let me check over here quickly though. Now. Okay, I'm gonna head over to the closer side, the very first floor, which I call the tourist trap side because the stuff there is never very good. But people are always there buying stuff and it's cheap stuff, so they think they're getting a bargain, a deal. But we'll see. You never know, this place always changes, right? So we're gonna walk over there quickly and then we're gonna head up to the second floor and really go through the second floor. There's one shop here, a subscriber mentioned to me, I saw it, all Rick stuff, Rick Owens, but I have not been able to see it. The one thing that gets me is the athletic shoes though, because if they're not made properly, you're gonna roll your ankle. They're gonna blow off in time. You can't really do athletics, and I guess it's for fashion, not for athletics, but the whole reason you pay extra for a premium athletic shoe is for the build, the technology, and the comfort. The Adidas Evos have really grown on me because I don't know if I could pull them off. Ultra Boost for sure, but the Evos, that big chunky bottom block, I don't think that's for me. Multiple colors of jellyfish over at this one too. Oh, there's a lot more glasses on this side. Man, the amount of money you can make off these glasses, they cost like cents to make. 10 cents, 20 cents in bulk. And then people here are selling them for, I mean, way cheaper here than they would back home, but they're selling them here for 50 to 100 RMB a pair, depending on how bad they sucker someone. Maybe even more. So that's 10 bucks Canadian, like 7 bucks USD for something they make for like less than 50 cents. It's good profit. Okay. Can you guys see what I mean when I say this side is the tourist trap side? It's just everything and anything. Accessories, everyone always wants accessories, so that's the thing you gotta get in people's eyes. And it's the cheapest stuff, but the stuff you can make the biggest bank on. Less materials and everything, right? And then over on this side, just stuff for kids, your wife. It smells in here. It literally smells like someone pooped themselves right now. Like a sewer. To the point where I'm like, I gotta leave. This is the only time when it smells like that you wish that someone actually started smoking. Good for this guy smoking the girl's cigarette. I'd rather smell the smell of a cigarette than the smell of poop. Yeah, let's get out of this side. Let's go to the second floor. At least they got some good fashion up there. This is
Okay. So
we're gonna go up on this corner. And I'm not switching batteries. We're up on the second floor, so hopefully, you guys, this doesn't cut out. If it does, so be it.
how much?
Now this side is where I used to joke around and say it's the third world side, because the prices here used to be a lot cheaper, and everyone would come over here and buy bulk for the cheaper stuff. The downstairs was the tourist trap. This was the third world side where people would come and buy bulk. But then at the same time, the other side of the second floor used to be where all the good quality and decent shoes were. Back in that easiest, like 2015 to 2019, 2020. No. Oh.
真的那30来块就是了。
There's one store up here that always has, like, the guy must follow trends on TikTok or on Instagram, because that store always has, I wouldn't say fire for the community, but like what all the kids want, what's all the trending stuff, all the stuff that's reselling. Heck, he might just be going on Top X and see what the most popular shoes at the moment are, and that's how he asked the factory for those shoes. So maybe we'll head over there. Believe it or not, I still know where I am. I've weaved in and out of places, but I know exactly where I am. I'm not disoriented. I'm gonna go right here, I'm gonna hook a left, and then we're gonna go left, and we're gonna go right. Sounds confusing, but you spend enough time here, it isn't as much of a maze as it is. You just gotta keep the layout idea in your head. Here's LV pants. I'm still gonna hold out that shop downstairs comes back. Maybe I'll check my older videos. The one I'm talking about might be in my older videos, so I'll go and try to find that shop on my older videos and then have a look. Then I can always ask the seller, hey, this. Oh, blue suede 4. Kids playing a board game. Good to see.
没有，我晚上我放我们这个管小人，这里它这个缝隙里面也放。哦，你这走了，我倒没想到。
Uggs would be good for my daughter, but I already bought her 3 pairs of shoes. My daughter's birthday is in December 5th, so Nike, when it was 11/11, had a sale, so I went ahead and bought a bunch of pairs for her then. Only interesting thing I see is the Donkey Kong Air Max 90s in the back. I mean, he looks like he's got the fragments as well, but they're turned around.
10 minutes.
Whenever someone's doing business, I don't like to interrupt the business, so I'm not going to walk in there. But this is the first time he's not blasting tunes. Usually he's having a rave in there. You see the fragments there, but like just telling from here, I can tell it's a bad copy. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Man, this dad music is loud. I mean, you gotta keep busy though while you're working. I would be blasting music if I worked in a shop like this. Working retail before, they always had music going, and it would have been nice if I could have chose the music myself. Oh, they got some good dunks there, the Wizard of Oz. Hold on. It's a crazy pair to see. Riot Skate Shop. You got the Travis shirt. This pair is better than the one I saw. The leather's pretty good, but something feels off on the toe box also. Bunch of TNs in the back. Oh, they got the pinks too already. Put this side by side. It smells pretty good on them too. No chemical smell from the factory. Remember that shop? Go back and check that one. Interesting. So that's the first shop that excited me. That's the first shop that's like enough, product, enough selection that you go in and go, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. It's the first shop that I've done that here today. What's this shop? Got 3D printed. Come on, guys, I'm crossing my fingers. One more shop. I can go, look at this, look at this, look at that. One more, just one more. I don't think I'm gonna find one like that for clothing. Sneakers, sure. Clothing, no. Okay. So this is back where the kids were. So we're gonna head back, hook a left, and go Croc. Let's see, anything? Nothing. Yeah. Didn't see anything there. Nice that he invited me in, but as I'm walking by, I didn't see anything. Now everyone's gonna complain. Oh, why are you going by there? You complain about me going by places, but then I don't go back into them. You don't leave a comment telling me to go check them out. Leave a comment, tell me to go check it out. I do most of the time. When I come here, I leave a list and I look on where those stores are, and I usually go in. A lot of the time, the product has changed, so I can't ask or look exactly what you asked me to look for. But a lot of the time, it's the same.
他突然来一句吼人家，不要让我进来！把人家吓一跳，然后马上就大哭起来。我说你是不是神经病啊？你不能好好说的吗？很急，对，都是对。
Those foam-posite looking Balenciagas.
很暴躁的那个脾气啊，我说你神经病啊！那小孩子看得真入迷哦。
Looks like a Ronald McDonald shoe almost. I mean, I would never wear that. I don't care if I was paid to wear it by Balenciaga, if I was a brand ambassador, I'd tell them make something better. I can't be wearing that. That's why a lot of people laugh when certain rappers wear certain things. Like, are you serious? Like, they're paid to wear it, man. But you gotta have some self-respect. I mean, there's some weird shit that people really do like. Like, there's weird shit I like, but there's stuff that everyone can have a consensus. Everyone can have a consensus that it's not it. But I mean, you would think that, but then a lot of people wear Crocs, so. And then there's a lot of people that they don't like those men boots, what are they called? I forget what they're called. Chukka boots or chino boots. YSL had a really nice pair of them. But they were kind of popular like 2017. Oh, here we go. This is a whole Rick store.
比较漂亮了。漂亮，我不敢得罪呀。
Now comment 2F142. A nice shirt though. I can't really do the oversized stuff though. Personally, I think the oversized is meant for like bodybuilders, like when you have broad shoulders and you're just brolic and big. I think that's more meant for those guys. But I mean, I wore baggy clothing as a middle schooler, high schooler, until I realized that, you know, I'd rather put on something fitted for my body aesthetic. But yeah, if you guys want to see me go back and do a video on that Rick store, let me know. I did the store downstairs that had all the Rick boots, and I only got a few people commenting and saying how, wow, it's crazy, it's amazing, it's sick. So I don't know what the real desire is for those. Yeah. That girl was pretty. So it's coming to the end of the second floor. I'm really not gonna go up to the third and stuff. I need a friend to come look at stuff with me, or you know, another person to do more than the basement, first and second floor. Back in the day though, like 2015 to 2018, if you didn't see anything you liked in here designer-wise, you could go across the street and it was all streetwear, like Bape, Palace, Supreme, and all these other smaller branded names. I'm forgetting some of the stuff right now, but it was the place to go. I used to spend so much time in there. The Bear Bricks, all the Hype Beast era type shoes and stuff. Or, you know, there's stuff over there. They're renovating the place over there, so we'll see how it looks after they're fully done renovating. But the Hypebeast era is over, so you're probably not going to see those products come back. Supreme is never going to be hyped the way it was before. A lot of these fashion brands, they have a peak, and then they fall off and they're gone. You'll see the same with Chrome Hearts in 3-4 more years. Like the longest life cycle for fashion, I'd say, is like 10 years. They like designer and high-end stuff. If it's limited, if it's out of reach of most people, it will stay that way. Stay that way for 10 years. But then after the 10 years, like no one's buying the stuff. People try to bring it back, but it's like, it doesn't really happen. Y3 was huge for a while. Now it's not as big. True Religion, even though not really designer, was a big brand, fell off. The only brand that's really like embedded are Louis Vuitton and Gucci, because they've just been around for so long and they are true designer, true classics, and they make some quality products for the high-end stuff. Their entry-level products like the t-shirts and stuff like that, no, but their actual knit sweaters and all that stuff, they're fantastic. Now, are the designs always fantastic? In my opinion, there might be a good design once every 5 years. The last design I wanted, I saw it in the store, it's a Gucci store, and I said, okay, I'm gonna buy it. And then I wanted to save up money for it because it's a $1,200 sweater. And then by the time I was like, okay, this is my budget now, I went back to the store, all sizes I needed, all mediums or larges were going. Excuse me. Now this is a cultural melting pot, but sometimes people here are just not rude. They just walk right down the middle, like you're trying to get by. They don't even make an effort. I'll always make an effort to move out of the way for some people. Now, if this was me as a young adult, or a teenager, I didn't actually live here, I was just visiting, we'd have an issue. I wouldn't mind risking it all, you know? But living here and being a family man, you just learn to bite your tongue, learn to give into that stuff. It's not important. You don't need an ego for any of this stuff. Just make your money, support your family. There, that guy was generous. Moved it out of the way. Very nice. But yeah, I'm gonna head out. We'll walk around the area a little bit, but I think this is it. Yeah, I'm glad I could get back. It's been a while. Just wanted to show you guys the quality of the new camera and the products that are around. More winter videos coming soon, which will be similar to this stuff, but probably a lot more winterized. So just let me know what you want to see in the new series.
That's it. That's good.
Oh, they renovated over there, but looks like part of the renovation is finished. So let's go have a look. Brandly newly renovated. Oh, memory's gone. The old rundown state of this place. It used to be so delectable. It was dark and dingy. But now we got highly renovated. Looks like the women's wholesale outlet clothing market. And it's a mix of local brands and a mix of fake. I think it is going towards the more young and trendy stuff here. There's a lot of like Japanese and Korean inspired fashion. The whole Hellstar store. Spider. So this is the Trap Boy. The Top Boy, you know, the Yard Boy store, I guess. Sweaters aren't that bad. They're thin. So that does it for this video. Now there's always going to be more content to come. Sorry guys that this one, there wasn't a ton of stuff that, at least it excited me. Now if you guys love it, you thought this video was one of the best, then I'm proud to bring you this content. But personally I feel it was just, okay, but that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes the market is super exciting, sometimes it's a little mid, it was good, but not, it doesn't blow you away. And other times you're like, oh man, kind of sucked today, but it is what it is. And people are asking for it, so you gotta be consistent. I gotta keep bringing you guys this market content. So anyways guys, hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. Hopefully I can get one back to doing one a month. It was a couple months, but mainly like I said at the beginning of the video, I was waiting for this camera to release to bring you some higher quality footage. So anyways guys, till next time, it's Collie. Take it easy.